Today we're going to show you how to properly mix sealer in 55-gallon drums. Before we start, you're going to need a few things. One is you're going to need access to water, preferably a water hose with a valve on the end of it. You're going to need a long drill mixer and a powerful 18 to 21 volt drill, or a corded drill will work as well, as long as it's heavy duty, something that'll facilitate the shaft. You'll notice that this drill mixer is pretty long. It can easily reach to the bottom of the drum. This is really important because majority of the settlement and clay in the sealer sits at the very bottom of the drum, and it's really important for a proper mixture that we're able to incorporate getting all of that when we mix. The next thing you're going to need is just a clean, simple broom handle. Make sure there's no loose debris on it. We're going to use this to do a dip test, and we're going to do that before and after to show you what mixed sealer looks like and what unmixed sealer looks like. So as you can see, I've got two drums here. I've already taken the hardware off the lids. So I'm simply going to lift the lid, and we've got our sealer inside. And before we start, we're just going to give you a picture of what unmixed sealer looks like from the surface. And as you can see from the water inside, it's mostly dark colored water on top. It doesn't have much of a soup consistency or a stew consistency. The consistency of mixed sealer should be similar to that of a thin pudding, or to that of almost a thick gravy. If there's thin water on top, if it's really liquidy, it's not mixed. The next thing we're going to do to show you what mixed sealer looks like, or unmixed sealer looks like, is we're going to do a dipstick test. This dipstick I'm going to put to the very bottom of the unit, just straight down. I'm going to pull it up, and we're going to see a separation between the two dark lines. One of them is going to be the line of dark water. The other one's going to be the noticeably thick sealer, or clay emulsion of the sealer that sits at the bottom of the drum. So I've got my dipstick all the way in. So right here where I'm holding my hand is the line of where the water was on the drum. You can see from here to here it's relatively clear, and that as we go further down, you can see noticeably that it's some pretty thick sludge almost at the halfway mark. That means right now that we've got a mix down to the point where we get an equal consistency from where my hand is, which is the top of the liquid level, all the way down. We want to see a nice, even sealer mixture. I've taken the lid off of my 55-gallon drum. I'm now going to take the drill mixer, insert it, and begin mixing. Now you'll notice when I put in the drill mixer, I'm going to be going in an up and down and slight side-to-side motion. Start with your mixer at the very bottom of the drum, and as you feel comfortable with it, slowly start to move it up as some of the sediment in the bottom starts to loosen. So I'm going to start. We've completed mixing our sealer for about 4 to 5 minutes. It looks like it has a nice consistency. So what I'm going to do now is just do a quick dipstick check and make sure that we've got equal mixing throughout the drum. So as you can see, we've got a nice, uniform, solid black line from top to bottom. I don't see any noticeable chunks or any noticeable changes in consistency from top to bottom. That's perfectly mixed sealer.